It's David Gerber, and I wanted to share with you the two primary productivity and time management tips that I wish someone would have shared with me much earlier in life. It would have saved me a lot of heartache and a lot of time, and I would have been much more efficient. But before I get into those, the reality is that there is a wealth of knowledge out there on time management. There's incredible books that have been written, there's incredible videos, podcasts, and what I find oftentimes is it's not a gap in how to be more efficient and productive, it's a gap in a willingness. And so as I get into these two tips, what I want to say is most people that I talk to don't implement this stuff because they're simply not willing to actually put into place systems that serve their productivity and efficiency. And so I want to invite you into that. Along with that, I want to invite you to rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 of how productive and efficient do you feel on an average day. I ask this to almost every one of my clients at some point, and you wouldn't be surprised how very, very successful people will be at a 4 or a 5 out of 10 when they rank themselves in terms of their time management. And so you think about that, and so if the idea is to grow to a 10, here's what I recommend you do. Number one, the biggest thing is to choose your energy or your state when it comes to thinking about time management and productivity and efficiency. Because most times when I bring it up, people oftentimes are like, oh yeah, I procrastinate all the time, or whatever it is, or I put things off and I get to the end of the day and I feel like I didn't get enough done. And oftentimes it brings up these feelings and emotions of shame and frustration and even anger and this idea that it'll never change. And I invite people to choose a state or an energy that will serve them, to come into it with like, I can do this, I've got this, and with a positive attitude towards it, even, dare I say, like an excited attitude, because you'd be surprised if you start increasing your time management and productivity, it is actually quite energizing. So that's number one, choose your state or energy. Number two is to find a system and implement it. Now there's a lot of different systems out there. There's a couple that are well known, such as Getting Things Done, which is a book that has a system in it, and as well as the book called Eat That Frog. Those are just two out of many that are out there. And I recommend that you choose to be willing to implement a system and see what works, see what doesn't work, and keep working with that. And so those are the two tips that I have for you. Choose the state or energy you're going to bring to it, and then pick a system and implement it and be willing to fully go into it. And I promise you, if you implement these systems, you will grow in your efficiency, your productivity, your time management. You'll gain a lot of energy from that, and you'll much more greatly enjoy this life that you get to live.